Hi everybody, Julie here with True Health Change. Welcome. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm in my red today representing Valentine's Day. And what I want to talk to you about today is really about taking care of you and self-love because at Valentine's Day, we're always in, let's be honest, we're moms. Our lives consist of loving other people in our family, and very rarely do we ever think about showing love to ourselves. So on this day, I would like to invite you to take this opportunity to show some love to yourself. And in doing so, I thought it would be really fun to talk about what might be limiting you, what might be keeping you from achieving the goals that you've previously set out to achieve. So this can apply to health and weight loss, fitness. It could apply to career, whatever it is that you have set your sights on, a goal that you have that you haven't been able to achieve. I want to talk to you about that today and see if there's anything that's limiting you, anything within you that's holding you back from really giving it your all and getting to that point where you are achieving the goals that you're setting out for. So within this, and it's kind of, I don't know, hopefully not going to be too convoluted, but try and simplify this down quite a bit. But here's the thing. So when we set our sights on a goal, because we're in a weight loss form, let's just say weight loss, okay? So maybe we've set our sights on the goal of losing 20 pounds by summer. So summer is coming up, we're starting to, I don't know, it was 45 degrees this morning, and so it's made me start to think about summer. But for maybe some of you, you're starting to think about summer like, okay, well, I got to get into shorts, I got to get into a swimming suit, so I need to lose 20 pounds before then. So the process, once we've set our goal of what we want to achieve, then the next step is, how are we going to achieve it? What method are we going to use to lose the weight? And again, this also works for career, finances, family, anything. It's, this same process. So if weight loss is not what you're concerned with, I want you, as I'm going through this, to think outside the box, think bigger. Where are your areas of concern that this might be impacting you? Okay, so you set your sights on, in this case, we're going to lose 20 pounds by the summer, and what's the plan? Okay, so, maybe I'm going to go on this diet. Then we do all the research, like, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is going to make me lose the 20 pounds. And then, in our heart of hearts, like, this isn't going to work. It's not going to stick, or it's not going to work, but I'm going to give it my all. Okay. And then you go about the plan and you stick to it 100%. You're like, yes, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to make this work. I don't think it's going to work, but I'm going to make it work. And that's the problem right there. No matter how determined we are to make it work, how we say we're going to follow this plan to a T, the reason that it's not going to work is because in our heart of hearts, we've already decided it's not going to because of X, Y, or Z. So we already know we have certain limitations, certain things that are working against us in achieving our goals, and that's what we're paying attention to. So where it's critical is that we figure out, bring to life what those limitations are that are stopping us, because when we have them, it holds us back, because all we can think then is why something's not going to work or how it's not going to happen. So let's say, for example, career. So, okay, you want a promotion at work, and so you know what the qualifications are for this job. You know who's hiring, and you're saying, well, I deserve this. I have been working my butt off. I'm going to put in for this. I deserve it. I know I'm not going to get it. I know it's going to go to someone else because And this because is the key part. Because I'm not in with the manager, or because I don't have the experience in this other area that they're saying they want experience in, or because I'm not outgoing enough, or I don't know, whatever. I'm not pretty enough. There's so many stories going on in someone's head that's telling them all the things that they're not. And it's those things that they're not that's holding them back from fully giving it their all to go out and get that job. So if you fully believed you were the best candidate and you really wanted that job, there's nothing that's going to stop you from going out and getting it. You're going to make sure you have the right relationship with that manager. You're going to, ask to take that manager out to lunch. You're going to prove to them how maybe you don't have this qualification that they think they need, but what your other qualifications are that will make you the best candidate, and how you can fulfill that other aspect that you might be lacking. So you have this can-do kind of attitude in the process. That's the person that's going to get the job. The person that knows they're the best candidate, knows that they should, for the better of the company, be in that position, and here's why, and they're going to fight for it. The person that's thinking in their head of all the things that they're not has limited themselves. They're saying, I can't, it's not going to work, so they're more half-heartedly going about it. They're going through the motions, but they're not going like really giving it those motions their all to ensure success. They're going through the motions waiting for failure. So same thing with the dieting thing. So we're saying, okay, we're going to lose 20 pounds in the next 3 months. And in doing so, I'm going to go on this diet. And I'm going to exercise this much. And in my head, I'm saying, this diet's going to be a pain in my ass because, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. The pain in my behind because my husband is a really picky eater. My kids are really picky eaters, and I'm exhausted, and I don't have time to make multiple meals. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to say I'm going to go to the gym, but I don't know when I'm going to go to the gym because I'm so busy. My life revolves around my kids and running them around and my work. I don't have time for that. I'm exhausted. I don't have the energy to get myself up when I do have time to go work out. So head saying all these things, but then you're saying, no, I'm just going to make it work. I have to make it work. I have to lose this weight. I'm sick of living this way. But that's not enough. The stick-to-itness that we say we're going to have, that determination, yeah, I have all these problems, but I don't care. I have to make it work. It has to happen. That's not enough. That's going to get you going through the motions half-heartedly, same as in the career example, and the results are not going to get there. Or if you do get there in the results, that's when it all comes right back on, because once the results get hit, you're like, oh, thank God I made it. This was miserable, and I have a ton of other things I need to address now. And you stop taking care of yourself at that point because it was impossible to do. So the key in making sure that that doesn't happen is to really understand, whenever you're telling yourself I can't, I don't have time, I don't have energy, I can't make multiple meals, I don't have money, I am exhausted. Any of those negative thoughts that are coming into your head, those are the things that are telling you to stop. And there's only so long that you can fight that and persevere past it before your brain is just gonna say enough is enough. Stop with this punishment. It's not gonna work. This is not you. And that's when you go back to your regular lifestyle that you have defined as you. So we have to rewrite those negative statements going on in our head, all of the things that we're telling ourselves we can't do. And this is hard because those negative statements are a comfort zone for us. They are designed subconsciously to keep us safe. Because even though we may not like the current situation that we're in, it's safe. We know how to navigate our life within that. If we're overweight, it's okay. We're safe. We might be safe from sexual predators, or we might be safe because we just know we're surviving. We can get through our day. In the job that we have, we're safe in that job. We've been in that job for a while. We know how to work the finances. We know how what our day looks like, so we know how to juggle all the things that go on within our day, job, family, all of that. It's this unknown of this new situation that we tell ourselves that we want that is uncomfortable. And so all of these things that we're saying to ourselves, that the reasons why we can't have it, that we're not good enough, that it's not going to work, those are all just things playing in our subconscious, keeping us safe. So we have to recognize what is going on in our subconscious before we will ever achieve the goals that we're setting out to achieve. So I challenge you to do that, to look within yourself and what self-talk's going on. These might be things that you're so used to listening to that you don't even realize it's happening. And it seems like a fact of life, that it's not something that you have any control over. But I will challenge you on that. Because when we're telling ourselves these things, it's a definitive, it's a hard stop. And that's not getting us anywhere. To get moving, we have to be creative. We have to have the workarounds. Yes, I'm aware of this. How can I make it work? And that's what I like to work with my clients on. And this is something that does take some time to recognize this negative self-talk and how we can start working around it, how to overcome that, what alternatives we have, why we've set our sights on these goals, and why we can get out of our comfort zone to achieve those, and why they will be better for us and survivable. Okay? So just take some time to really do some self-reflecting at this point. It's Valentine's Day. I want you to bring some love to yourself, because this is where we start beating ourselves up on. And I want you to stop doing that. Okay? So have some self-love. Open your mind to possibilities that are achievable. And if you want help in uncovering what those limitations are that you've set for yourself or that have been in place since you were 3 years old, I am happy to help. Let's get that uncovered so you can stop holding yourself back from achieving the goals that you really want to achieve. Okay? Until next time, take care of yourself and happy Valentine's Day. Bye.